Fred closing in on landfall late on Monday. This is the 11 o'clock advisory. Winds up to 60 miles per hour this morning with gusts up to 70 miles per hour. And you notice the track of this moving north at 10 puts it somewhere right near Panama City Beach for landfall later on Monday. Now the track of Fred, after it makes landfall, it's kind of come back to the east over the last 24 hours. So now we think that Fred is going to track right over North Georgia. So this puts us in line for some heavy rainfall. It puts us in line for the potential for flash flooding. We could also see some gusty winds within some areas, and we'll have to monitor that potential late tonight and through the day tomorrow of an isolated spin-up brief weak tornado. This happens with landfalling tropical systems. They have just a little bit more shear within that. All right, so main threat, heavy rain, 2 to 5 inch totals, but there could be some totals that are higher than that. We're also monitoring some gusts that could be over 30 miles per hour. With saturated grounds and gusts that may not seem that high, that could be enough to cause a couple of isolated trees coming down from those gusty winds and saturated grounds. And then isolated spin-ups through the day tomorrow, a possibility. Critical timing, I think, for the bulk of the rain falling between 7 tomorrow morning and 7 tomorrow evening. However, the rain will be picking up as we head through the overnight period tonight. Here's our flash flood watch tonight through Wednesday morning. Rain totals for everybody, 2 to 5 inch totals. Some of those amounts could be higher than that. And here's what one of our models is showing. And we get a lot of models that look very similar to this, where there are some yellows on the map, meaning a few of us will get over 5 inches, but in general 2 to 5 right near the center of Fred and the remnants of Fred tracking through our area. Also just out, a wind advisory for areas kind of south of Atlanta. So this will include Clayton County over towards Rockdale County, Newton County, and then points south of that. So Coweta and also Troup counties, where there could be some gusts as the center of Fred is tracking right into our area up to 40 miles per hour. So you add these kind of gusts on top of saturated grounds, and there could potentially be some isolated trees coming down from the combination of the two. Here's kind of a look at some of those wind gusts. Now, not everybody's going to get those gusts over 30 up to 40 miles per hour, but it's going to be a gusty day out there tomorrow and a very wet day. So tomorrow, the impact time framing for those gusty winds, that advisory expires at 2 p.m. I do think the later in the afternoon that we go, it'll turn from gusty to just breezy outside. Now let's go through all this hour by hour. Here's the forecast track Monday afternoon. Just some scattered showers and downpours working their way in from the southeast, kind of pushing up towards the west-northwest. So the rain will not be widespread for the rest of your Monday, but it will be increasing in coverage and likely increasing intensity as we look further into the evening. We'll go through the overnight. Rain is picking up, and by tomorrow morning, the rain is becoming widespread. Now, it won't initially start widespread and heavy, but the intensity of that rain picks up as the morning commute unfolds. So here's 8 o'clock on the forecast track. You see how we have almost kind of this donut hole right there? That's the center of Fred, or the remnants of Fred at that point, that are tracking up closer to Columbus and LaGrange. And so Metro Atlanta tomorrow morning through mid-afternoon, that's when the most intense impacts will happen for us. The heaviest rain, those gusty winds, and we're monitoring that potential as well for that isolated spin up. So this is 12 o'clock tomorrow. We'll head into the late afternoon, and at that point, we're going to see the center of the remnants tracking over northeastern Georgia, closer to Gainesville and Duluth and up towards the North Georgia mountains. So during Tuesday evening, the steady rain will be tapering off, and it will be becoming lighter, spottier showers from southwest to northeast. So down in Peachtree City and LaGrange, things will be tapering off by early evening. But for those of you up in Gainesville, Hall County, it will take until the later evening hours to see those effects fading away. So Fred is our most imminent storm that we're talking about right now. But also in the tropics, we have Tropical Depression 8, which could soon become Henri, and also Grace, which is impacting Hispaniola. The track of Grace takes us into the Gulf of Mexico over the next 5 days. So we're tracking those storms in addition to Fred here as we get closer and closer to the peak of hurricane season. Here's your 7-day outlook. Tomorrow we track Fred through North Georgia. Then for the rest of the work week, scattered downpours and thunderstorms.